Alright, so using this checklist of mine, alright, as we go into the home here, of course, if there's anything wrong with the yard space here, taking a look at this massive space, marble stone here, closet, take a look at that. Besides that, making sure that your yard is always trimmed and cleaned, replacing any of the appliances unless there is major wear and tear on them. A question that comes a lot from clients is, right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on this channel. I have a special one planned for you today, guys. I'll be taking you through step by step everything I do to get a home ready for the market. In this video, I'll be taking you through the 3 stages I like to put a home through before putting it on the market. And I'll be using a special worksheet which I've custom created over the years to make sure my clients get the maximum value out of their home and have no questions left. So the Market Prep Worksheet, which I've tailored over the years for all of my clients, is almost dropped it, is right here. So I'll actually put this on screen so you guys can read it as I go through it. So this worksheet comprises of 3 major stages. The first one being the interior checklist, the second one being the exterior curb appeal, and the third and final being the final walkthrough as well as the pre-listing checklist. I've pre-filled this worksheet with the generic components of a home which need to be addressed, and I've also left some extra spaces at the bottom of each of these stages for anybody for any additional adjustments which may be needed. All right, starting from the outside of the home, we've actually already done quite a bit of work here, trimming all these bushes, trimming all of these hedges, all of these trees, making sure your grass is trimmed, making sure if it's artificial, it's clean. We've actually already started a little bit here, however, still a lot of work to be done. This is where all more bark will need to be placed in order to clean up the front yard. All right, as we go into the home here, as you can see to my right, holes in the wall. This will all need to be patched up and repainted. Going into the secondary bedroom here with the guest bathroom. As you can see, the guest bathroom is actually in decent shape, just needing some repairs on the towel racks here, as well as a fresh coat of paint. All right, now going on into the secondary bedroom. As we can see here on the right side, nails, holes which will need to be patched. As we can see here, more painting needed. Taking a look at the small details here on these windows, these will all need to be painted over. Going into the dining room area now, as we can see, more holes which will need to be patched, as the paint will need to be placed on these walls as well. As we go into the kitchen area, now in the kitchen will be one of the areas where the most touch-up will be needed, as a lot of activity happens here, making sure all the appliances work. It will be rare that you will have to be replacing any of the appliances unless there's major wear and tear on them. As you can see, like small details like this shelf cutting board here will need to be touched up. And as we go into the washer and dryer area, obviously making sure all of those work and are in optimal condition for the home. All right, going into the master suite bathroom now. Pretty modern with the marble stone here, as well as the beautiful walk-in closet. Take a look at that. Going into the master suite here, as we can see, the curtains have already been pulled off for the painters to come and take care of business. A question that comes a lot from clients is, what color should I paint the home? The kitchen, the bathrooms, the bedrooms. I always love to stay with neutral colors. I always prefer neutral colors as it fits to majority of homes. For the kitchen, again, neutral colors. However, the cabinets do need to have a slight contrast, so adjust your coloring there. As we go into the backyard space here, taking a look at this massive space out here, room for lots of activity. One thing I massively recommend doing is pressure washing all these stone and tiles that are outside, as this will make a major difference in lighting up the area. Besides that, coming back here, as you can see, we'll be needing more bark to be placed around the trees here to give it a more lively look around the house. Besides that, making sure that your yard is always trimmed and cleaned. All right, so using this checklist of mine, as of today, we've only started working on the backyard of the home as well as the front yard. However, there's still plenty of work to do. We will of course be painting the entire inside of the home. This is planned for tomorrow. We will also be fully staging this home, which will be happening next week. A lot of people second guess staging. However, it is a must, especially in this market. You will need to stage your home. It makes a world of a difference, especially as a buyer walking through. Of course, if there's anything wrong with the home regarding appliances, plumbing, roofing, make sure to address that if you can, because it will save you in the long run. But besides that, my friends, thank you for tuning in, and check out the next video for any updates regarding the home.